Hey, what's going on guys? Bflattened here with a brand new video today. Today we are talking about the Shield of Night and the Knight Armor set. Now this thing looks absolutely insane, and what it does is also going to be blowing your mind as well. Now before we go ahead and see what it looks like and what it does, let's go ahead and obtain it first. This thing is insanely annoying to get, so I'm going to try to do my best to get there in a smooth possible fashion. We got to start from Bonnie Village. To get to Bonnie Village, you're going to head from the Morth Runes, and you're going to head into the Morth Runes themselves. There's a drop down area where the Shattered Stone Talisman is. When you drop down all the way there, there will be a ladder that will take you up to the top, and that's where you end up heading to Bonnie Village. We're going to be crossing a bridge to head to the Bonnie Gale, and that is where that dungeon is where the Armor of Night and also the Shield of Night are going to be. So from the Bonnie Village site of Grace, we're just going to be heading straight south across the bridge, and that is where we enter the beginning parts of the Bonnie Gale. Now, the entire dungeon isn't too bad. It isn't too tricky. The boss is rather annoying if you plan to take that out, but it is not required in order to get this set. But there is one little tricky point at the very end of the dungeon just before the boss that if you're not otherwise exploring or looking for it, that's probably where it's going to be missed. The rest of the dungeon, though, getting there is fairly decent. We're going to head from the site of Grace, and we're just going to take a right. And we're going to skip past this enemy, trying not to get grabbed by him. And, no, we do take a right up here, it looks like. No, this is a locked area. We do not. We just pass him. Head through here, and we take a left at the jail cells. It is all kind of a straight shot, just a lot of annoying enemies that do grab you. Jump down the little box there. There's going to be a ton of slimes in this area. I do remember that. Let's go ahead and try to head through there without getting grabbed by all of them. Wait for them to drop down by themselves, and then we move forward. We don't go through there, we go through here, left-hand side instead. And there's going to be a couple more slimes on the way. I believe there's one more drop-down area with slimes before we head out of here. Not the item, we're going to head down the waterfall. From the waterfall, we're going to head down into the giant area with all the pots everywhere. There are a lot of living jars here and mini living jars. Not really a lot of things that they drop. Now we're going to head into this area where there's a lot of the chains attached to the living jars. A lot of grab enemies here. Be careful of that. And we are nearing where we have to go. You can actually see the bridge where we have to go, and also that pot over there that's hanging. That is where we end up having to go. We're almost there. So from here, we're going to go ahead and take a right on those jail cells. And this is where you see the pot. You drop down onto the pot. Normally, you would jump down onto the bridge when it lowers, and that's where the boss is, right there. But we're going to jump off, then we're going to jump back on, and it's going to take us all the way up to the top, higher than we were before. That's where we were originally. And right here is where we get the Armor of Night. Helm of Night, Armor of Night, Gauntlets of Night, Greaves of Night. In this area, you do not get the shield here, you just get the armor. So we're going to go ahead and head up the stairs. There's going to be a grab enemy over here, just be cautious of him. We'll just nuke him out of here. And behind that grab enemy is going to be the Shield of Night right here. That's where we're, right? Now, what the Shield of Night does is absolutely bonkers. It has an ability called Revenge of the Night. Normally what it does is that it's going to send a projectile out towards enemies, just like that. However, if you block with the Shield of Night, it's going to absorb the blow, and then if you immediately press the skill again after blocking, you're going to be sending out that projectile so much harder than it does initially. It scales with dexterity, and it is also a magic attack when you do so. I believe it is 100% more damage that comes in as magic damage. That's correct. Magic damage is going to be 100% stronger when it blocks, and then you immediately cast a skill right afterward. Now, it is scaled with dexterity, so the higher that your dexterity score is, the harder that it is going to hit back. It takes an 8 strength and 15 dexterity to hold, and if that doesn't sell you, take a look at the shield itself. It's just emitting like shadows, and it just looks insanely cool. Now for the armor, you get the entire Armor of Night set in that first set of area. You get the Armor of Night, which looks really, really cool. It has a 12 poise, kind of lower on the physical aspect side, but if you want to block magic and holy, this is going to be the armor set for you. Take a look at that beauty right there. Looks insane. Go ahead and fashion souls it up, or even make a Shield of Night build. It looks like it could actually hit super duper hard. Let me know what you think. I'll see you guys in the next one. My name is Bflattened, and I'm signing on out of here. Take care, all. Laters.